Hey, good morning. Welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, we are gradually getting there. As you can see, we kind of my desk is a little bit beaten up, you know, with all of the extensive work that had to go into putting in the ceiling. But I'd intended to go over this and give it a final coat, sand it down a little, and had some special effects that I wanted to go in there, so it was okay with me. Other detail like work like this has got to be done too. Beth's desk and workstation has weathered the construction around the place, constant coming and going, very well actually, so I don't think there's any work to be done on that. Still have to do the table and all of the detail work here, different colours layered, very much like you see on here, colour on colour, different looks. We now have a bathroom door. Wow, such luxury. I want this door to not look like a door. I'd rather it just look like another panel. Obviously those hinges give it away, but I don't want a big door handle there, so we'll just have a very light catch that will hold it, and a ring or something that can be put on there. That's the idea. But we've got all kinds of details have now been put in. Look at this. Way. Still got to be painted. Look at this. Opening and closing really nicely. Haven't done anything with that on the bottom. That's just a panel that you push in. Looks like I'm going to have to take all of this off. It's looking pretty shabby. These, look at that. That's still a pull off, but it now has a catch. Look at that. You can hear by the sound, works perfectly. Put the lights on now for you so you can see. Very, very happy with how everything is looking. I need some work on that top shelf there. Nothing much there. I'll take you up to the bedroom very soon. But all of this now is looking really terrific. There's always one little thing, isn't there, that comes up. One piece of about 2 feet of the moulding that went up on the ceiling must have had some dye in there, some stain or something, and it bled through. So we had to spray that with a lacquer which sealed it, and then go over it again with the paint. So it looks like it hasn't bled through, which is great. All of that up there. Actually, you can see that there's a very slight pinkish glow on those decorative pieces. Not that that's going to bother me much. And out to what we've done is we've taken all of this and we brought it right to here. So we're actually not messing this up now. This is no longer a construction aid site, place where we cut things up or anything like that. This is here simply because it takes up too much space when it's out here. Daybed, it's just a storage place now for all the tools, which they have to be somewhere. But all of this is really nicely done now. I'm very pleased with this. I'll put the lights on in here for you so you can see. Look at that. And storage there. Still no hinges to go on under the daybed. I'm going to dress this little cabinet up a little bit. Looks a little bit of a sorry box, doesn't it? And of course we are going to go ahead and get a piece of granite for this top, which I think it will look really good for that top, and maybe for this as well, because the granite is incredibly cheap. Like I told you, 3,000 900 pesos. So this whole sheet here was not even 4,000 pesos, which we think is a steal. This is where the fridge goes, and the two pieces that I just showed you are basically just look like a box, two boxes. They're only going to be 4 inches deep. That's because what I want to do is put a box on this side, a box on that side, and then a joining piece across like a moulding on the top, and that will go, and it will come down to about here. So lower than this. There's a window to go in there, and this is actually a hatch. So we need a fitting for here so that the hatch can go flat and food can be served through there and get us over to the dining nook. So that's the plan. There's the fridge, there's a simple sink. No such thing as hot water here, so it's just that. So all of this is nice. Moulding got to go on here, and this is the basic coat, and then after that anything that I choose to do in terms of special paint finish. This has all been tidied up by James. Now this will actually probably cleaned with an angle grinder just to buff it up. I put that there as the backdrop for our cooking. Oh, just looking at this as well. Yeah, right where the cooking is, I'm not quite sure about that, but we will have to address it. So there we are on that. Of course I got work to do completing the moulding the way that it looks there. You can see how I've done that. Once again, always using the off-the-shelf moulding that you can buy, and depending how creative you are in organizing it, you can actually make it look quite nice. This cabinet is all finished. Well, probably I should paint the inside as well, and that's going to be matched by those the two units that are going either side of the window. And the window on this side certainly will be painted green to match this colour here. This is supply for having the drinks, the water fountain there. We've cut some moulding that's going on. There we are. James has painted that before it goes up, which is a good idea. Now here's what I was trying to say about the units that I showed you outside. See, there's a plate that was sent to us, and that will be in those foot wide. Each of those little places is a foot wide, and we'll put a lot of plates. We've got quite a few different plates there which were sent to us, and so about time we dug them out and actually put them on show, put them on display. This in England, if it hadn't been for the window, I would have made up what they call in England, they call a Welsh dresser. Now I know that sounds like a contradiction. In England they call it a Welsh dresser. In Wales they call it a Welsh dresser too. But you have the base like this, which would have drawers, 2 drawers in the top and 2 cabinet doors. And then above would be a place where they would display things like the plates. So I've taken from that idea, done it separately because of the window, but it will be the same kind of effect. So the plates are just there for eye candy. Right now this is where our Wi-Fi goes. As you can see, it's only 2 bars. It should be 3 ideally, but it's not. And the way that Beth describes this is it must face the sunset. So that's for the house itself, and I'll do another video for the bedroom. So bye for now. Don't forget, if you can comment, you can do so on Facebook, certainly, because we're posting still pictures on Facebook, and you can always make a comment there, and we always look forward to hearing from you. So thanks a lot. Bye for now.